Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and staying safe during this time. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Like I said, thank you so much for checking me out. If you haven't done so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button just right below the video. Cool, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thanks again for your support. I truly do appreciate having you here.
XRP, baby. Yeah, we're up 5.6% right now on the 24 hour, 6.99 on the 7-day. It was up 10% last night on the news that the SEC has been denied, ladies and gentlemen. The range of price right now is 73 cents on the bottom and all the way up to 85 cents overnight. Let's get into the news. There's quite a bit to look at here. Look, as we look through this information today about the SEC getting denied in the fair notice defense, we're going to take a look at some important information about that. But keep this in mind. You can get private equity on Link2 of Ripple. And it's a true story, as Nick Burafedo says right here. Once the Ripple case is resolved, settled or dismissed, it will be very difficult to buy Ripple on Link2. If you qualify as a accredited investor, we have some Ripple available for you to add to your portfolio now, but it will not last long. Don't wait, no doubt about it. Now, I just filled my bags with some Link2 shares, and I think I may even try to get a little bit of some of this Ripple if Mrs. Backup's not watching. We'll see what happens. Take a look right here. This will be epic this week on Wednesday. We are sitting down to discuss the recent news. This is going to be an ultimate roundtable here. Attorney Seal, Attorney Jeremy Hogan, John Deaton, digital asset investor, Link2, and myself. This is going to be an incredible roundtable with all the news that has happened. I cannot wait. That will probably be released either late Wednesday evening or early Thursday morning. We will not be doing it live, but keep a lookout for that. It's going to be powerful. The sun is finally setting on XRP as Ripple scores the biggest win yet against the SEC in a surprising turn of events. Well, take a look at this, because James K. Filan put it out, and he always does. Shout out to you, James. Breaking the motion to strike the fair notice defense by the SEC is denied, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we've got a lot to get into about this. We're going to hear from many different people. Eleanor Terrett from Fox says, according to here, it is denied. Judge Annalisa Torres. Take a look at this. This is Charles Gasparino with an important 2 minutes we all need to hear. Check it out.
Between the Securities and Exchange Commission and Ripple. Joining us now with the latest is Charlie Gasparino.
Okay, so I believe I got my hands around this. You know, some of the stuff gets a little technical, but as part of the case, so SEC sues Ripple saying it used XRP as a security and it should have registered. Thus,
therefore, it's not a currency.
And therefore, no exchange will take it. You can't, your value goes down dramatically. And but Ripple has said that the SEC did this out of the blue, and they filed a motion to have the case dismissed because the SEC didn't give it fair warning that that XRP was considered a security. Okay, bear with me here. The SEC filed a motion to get that motion dismissed. The judge said no, that motion could stay. He still has to rule on a motion of fair notice, that whether or not Ripple was given fair notice. Now, if the SEC loses the motion, and then it obviously did today loses the motion and get it thrown out, it has to lose the motion. If it loses the motion that it did not give fair notice, this case probably is over. And that's why you see it. There's a greater likelihood this case could get thrown out based on this ruling, and that's what you're seeing right now. I'm not saying it will. I'm just saying when you unpack all this, the motion to get this case dismissed filed by Ripple is the way I understand it, because the SEC didn't give it fair notice while it was issuing that XRP, that it was an illegal issuance of that XRP, sale of that XRP, I should say. That can stay, and there is still a chance the judge can rule in Ripple's favor, saying that USEC screwed up by not giving it fair notice. This case is out, Ripple wins. I mean, that's the bet you're seeing now. That's why it's popping.
And by the way, Bitcoin is down 2.6% today. You've got Ethereum down, Terra's down, but XRP is moving on this.
Now, here's the thing. We got a couple of things here. Ripple tells Fox Business they believe the motion will lead to all SEC claims ultimately being dismissed.
Well, that could be wishful thinking, but I get it.
Yeah, but I get it. I mean, it's kind of what I'm telling you. We have John Deaton, who's one of the private securities lawyers.
There you have that, and shout out to John Deaton, who does so much for this space and all the 65,000 plus XRP holders here. And that's another matter I can't wait to talk to John Deaton about on Wednesday evening. Keep an eye out for that video with everyone in it. Brad Garlinghouse responds here and says, and while we would have preferred the case against Chris and me to end now, because they're the two separate cases from the Ripple case, but that are Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson are also being sued by the SEC. They have not. So the SEC now must prove its claims. We are confident that ultimately all of them will be dismissed. And that's exactly what we saw reinforced. So there is the motion denied for Ripple's to strike Ripple's fair notice defense. SEC has lost on that front. That is a major victory for Ripple. Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson's motion to have their individual cases dismissed was denied also. So ultimately, they're going to have to let that play out a bit, right? Here, we see John Deaton says, prediction, the case against Brad and Chris Larson is over. It was over the day it was filed. There's no way the SEC can meet its burden. The SEC must prove the two executives had actual knowledge XRP was a security or was reckless in not knowing it. And he's just pointing out the obvious fact that if Ripple as the company has won the right to use the fair notice defense, then that will also serve Brad and Chris in the individual lawsuit. Stuart Alderati, the Ripple legal team, chimes in here. Today's order makes it clear that a serious question whether the SEC ever provided Ripple with fair notice that its distribution of XRP since 2013 would ever be prohibited under the securities law. He is highlighting here, obviously, James K. Filan's ruling. He goes on to say here, good to see the judge rejecting the SEC's attempt to prevent Ripple from pursuing its fair notice defense. It's even more imperative that the sun sets on the SEC's regulation by enforcement approach. Well said. Craig DeWitt rubbing it in right here. I tell you what, this is absolutely massive news for every single one of us involved. And I have to ask the question here. I wonder if the SEC experts testifying for the SEC will make the point that it was the SEC denied motion that moved the XRP market price, not Ripple. How about that one? And it was the SEC that moved the price when they decided to sue Ripple over XRP, wasn't it? Now let's take a look at a highlight here from Ratha Common here, who shares the point of view about Brad and Chris's individual lawsuit here. It says Brad and Chris's motion to dismiss is denied. This is separate again from the Ripple fair notice defense motion, which was allowed to go through. SEC was denied on that front. He says here there seem to be 2 points of emphasis because it is civil. The SEC doesn't need to show willfulness of their violation. The judge is ruling that XRP sales are domestic, not foreign sales, originating from U.S. accounts. Again, he says, I think we see the issue of objective standards arise because regardless, their defenses will still hinge on whether Ripple was in violation of selling a security to a large degree. They will have to see the whole thing through. He goes on to say here, disclaimer, all my legal knowledge comes from parking tickets. I'm just trying to work through this stuff real time out loud. And it's really great. He's, being a humble guy here. He says, can you assist myself in dispute? I was greased between my dad's second wife and sisters. It just gets good. But nevertheless, shout out to Ratha Common for that insight here. Yasin Mubarak says here, if the SEC doesn't settle with Ripple, they will lose on the fair notice defense. Reasons: Ripple has been in business since 2012. No SEC action. 2. Ripple settled with FinCEN in 2015. No SEC action. Brad Garlinghouse met with the SEC many times in 2017 through 2019. No SEC action. SEC must settle. I agree with this. I think that this is right, and I'm obviously not a lawyer, but I do agree that this is probably right. Now, I also wanted to show you Jeremy Hogan here. 1 second. So here's Jeremy Hogan dropping a boom on everybody, and I don't use that term lightly, he says. The SEC motion to strike the fair notice defense is denied. This is one we've been waiting for. Now the SEC has something to lose. And this really does highlight how important this is for the SEC to make a very, very big decision from their agency and to decide whether they're going to press on or to settle. I would imagine that this sets the stage to settle is what I would imagine here. And look, how much does the SEC have to lose from XRP Crypto Wolf? Funny you ask. I'll be touching on that and about 5 other key points in a Legal Briefs video tomorrow morning. So keep a lookout for that today from Jeremy Hogan. Keep a lookout for the roundtable that we're going to have with Jeremy Hogan, John Deaton, Attorney Seal, linked to Digital Asset Investor, myself. I'm telling you, this is going to be a fantastic conversation we're going to have, and we have a lot to discuss here, so make sure you keep a lookout for that either late Wednesday night to come out or early Thursday morning. And take a look at this, because I felt this was really, really, really awesome from Anders L here. He says, it has been 50 months.
I'm your guy. I will keep you posted. I'm your advocate. I'll be back on a daily basis, usually multiple times per day, with these videos to keep you updated with everything going on. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share any of my videos with your friends, family, social media, or anybody who may care to listen. Thanks so much for your continued support. I'm always here for you. I want to help you through this time. So thank you so much for continuing to choose me. Enjoy your day, stay safe, and I'll catch you again probably in a couple hours. Thanks, everybody. See you later.